Hey friends, welcome back to Theme Park Guy Productions. Today we're here back over at the Magic Kingdom. Today is Thursday, June 26th, aka Stitch Day. I'm seeing a lot of people wearing Stitch clothes and stuff like that, so pretty awesome stuff. But yeah, today we got a lot of things to cover here just to see how the park's doing. And also, like I said, we got a lot of things to talk about here, especially with the train, Tom Sawyer Island, and Buzz Lightyear. It's gonna be a great day here at Magic Kingdom. Let's go ahead and get this party started. So the first thing we have to talk about over here is the train station. So starting on July 7th, I believe, they will be discontinuing the full loop here on the train, just temporary. So essentially what's gonna happen here is that it is gonna be going in a shuttle. So it'll go from Main Street to Tomorrowland and back. To Tomorrowland and back and forth, pretty much. So the route towards Frontierland and so will be closed. Again, not sure how long it'll be closed for, but just for the time being, just so I guess they can finish the construction for Big Thunder Mountain and the rest of Frontierland as well. Now, with today being Stitch Day, I can see that the castle is still intact, because I remember there was one year, I'll have to put a picture on it, where I guess they were advertising Stitch's Great Escape. I think this was 2004, and they decorated it to where Stitch threw a whole bunch of toilet paper onto the castle. Yeah. Pretty interesting, pretty funny, honestly. And what's so strange as well is walking into the Main Street here, which is wild because I'll be going over to Disneyland pretty soon. I believe next month I'll be going to Disneyland, so feels a little strange here walking around Main Street knowing we'll be at Disneyland soon. So today we start off in Tomorrowland. Now, I was gonna go and ride Tiana's Bayou Adventure, but it's broken right now, so hopefully they bring it back. But yeah, we're going into Tomorrowland here. Tron has an 85-minute standby, but Space Mountain is only 20. So we absolutely must grab in a ride on Space Mountain. If it's only 20 minutes, not bad. One thing that does suck is that I won't be able to compare the Matterhorn and Space Mountain this year because Matterhorn at Disneyland is closed for maintenance, and it has been closed since the beginning of May. So. And it's looking like it's not going to be open by the time I end up at Disneyland. So that's a little unfortunate. Thankfully, I've done both credits on Matterhorn, so not the end of the world. Yeah, only 20 minutes for Space Mountain. Oh, the line is starting to build up, but hey, still not too bad. But I'm excited to go on the one at Disneyland again. Like I said, I rode that one last time I was there. So I'm excited to get back on it. So it's been about a couple minutes since I left the merge point. So it was about maybe 20 minutes. Not too bad at all. It did jump up to a 35. Now it's a 55-minute standby. So yeah, once I guess everybody saw those 20 minutes, everyone just rushed over to Space Mountain. Here we are. I'm not sure how much of the ride I'm gonna get because my battery is low. So thankfully I have backup battery. All right guys, here we are at Space Mountain. Get as much as I can. Here we go. Get as much as I can because I forgot to change my battery, but here we go. Woohoo! Oh my god! This thing is really fast. Oh my god! Man, there's so much ejector on this thing. Oh! So much ejector air time in laterals. It's almost like a wild mouse in a way. There we go. Oh! My God! So much air time all over the place. Oh! Oh, this has a lot, as much air time as Stardust Racers. Oh! Oh my gosh. Woo! It's flying right now. Oh my God. Space Mountain, that is such a fun roller coaster. Every time I ride Space Mountain, it just hits every time. But Tron right now only has a 60-minute standby, which 60 minutes seems like a long time, but that's short for Tron. because it's consistently over an hour. So I say let's go ahead and do Tron next, especially because it's right next to Space Mountain too. But yeah, no, Space Mountain, absolute classic. The walk right up to Tron gives me chills every time. Absolutely love it. So the line starts over here. It is 10:04 right now, so by 11:04 should hopefully be on Tron Light Cycle Run. Yeah, if it's starting here, shouldn't be bad at all.
Prepare to be digitized into the world of Tron.
And we're in the grid. Yay!
Team Blue.
This one's got really good acceleration. We are now at the station for Tron. It is about 10:44, so it took maybe 40 minutes to get from when I started the time to about now. But from the lockers, that's where I normally stop the time for Tron, it only took 28 minutes. So yeah, fantastic operations today. All right guys, here we are in Tron. In row 3.
Prepare for Team Blue Light Cycle Run upload sequence.
Team Blue.
Remember, hold on, keep your head up, and face forward.
We got this. We're going to win this race. We are going to win this race.
Initiate in 3, 2,
Let's go. 'Fantastic.
Congratulations, Caesars. A championship performance and victory for Team Blue.
And we win the race. That was awesome. Looks like Tron now has sort of a full queue, but not really. But yeah, I only waited about maybe 28 minutes from when I entered the queue to the lockers, so that's fantastic. But yeah, no, Tron is absolutely fantastic. It might be a little bit short for a Disney coaster, but this ride is absolutely fantastic. It's intense, it's got a great launch, great music. Well, I can't go wrong with the ride on Tron. And I would make an argument saying that Tron is probably the most intense roller coaster here at Walt Disney World. Like, Rock and Roller Coaster goes upside down, yes. People running around, but yeah, no, Rock and Roller Coaster does have the inversions, but Tron, I mean, it's probably because you're more in your stomach. So it kind of it adds to the G-forces, you can say, in a way. It's like when you hit those high G moments, you feel it a little more. It's kind of the same way my Manta is a little more intense than what some might expect. But yeah, no, Tron, fantastic. They are definitely celebrating Stitch Day here in Tomorrowland. I know they have this whole party for the summer, but yeah. This is clear copyright, but they got like a whole dance party over here with Stitch. Perfect for celebrating Stitch Day. Now they do the cha-cha slide. This is so funny.
Left foot again. Right foot, let's stop. Please, everybody clap your hands. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One out this time. One out this time. Reverse.
Oh, this is like a whole conga line. Nice. Imagine being in a conga line with Stitch. This is crazy. Don't mind me, guys. Just chilling here on the People Mover. I got a great view of the whole Stitch party going on. Is that the shark from Baby Shark? What? What's he doing here? I don't even know who that is. But yeah, they got, oh, it's like a whole rig right now. Pretty crazy. Hey again, nice view of Tomorrowland though. Here's a look at the line for Seven Doors Mine Train. It does say 50 minutes, but man, it is all the way using the extended queue. So maybe there's time we'll come back to it later. With Big Thunder Mountain being closed, this one's a good one to get on. Oh, it's 55. Not terrible. It does move pretty decent though. So, but I do have some lunch over at Pinocchio's Village Haus. I also gotta do some YouTube business and stuff for potential future content. So we gotta go ahead, grab ourselves a bite to eat over at Pinocchio's. All right, guys, just had a delicious lunch over at Pinocchio's Village Haus. I had the chicken parmesan sub. Pretty good, but I was in the middle doing some business. If you guys are wondering what that was, so today, you can go ahead. Today, Universal Orlando Annual Pass Holder Nights opened up for if you're a Universal Pass holder. And so I had never done this event, so I tried to get a reservation. And I got secured this year. Yep. So yeah, I'll be going to that. It's around August. I'll be doing that for the first time. What's ironic is that it lands around the closing weekend for Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket. So I wonder if it'll be open. I can get my final rides in that night. So yeah, really looking forward to that. And it'll be a great event overall, I'm sure. I'm really looking forward to it. Again, I've been trying to do it for years. I just couldn't get it to happen, but I wanted to change that this year. Change the outcome. So yeah. But overall, lunch was delicious though. All right. Just strolling around there, could not get the sword, but Haunted Mansion 30-minute standby, but a very long queue line. But this ride is a people eater, so yeah, if you see a long line, don't worry. Moves pretty quick. But yeah, no, we're here today to check out Tom Sawyer's, and honestly, they got the Liberty Square boat. I don't think I've ever done this, so let's go ahead and try something new. I've never experienced this. Thank you, yeah. Because yeah, someone was telling me about this, that you can ride a boat through Frontierland. So this thing has been out since I've been like a kid and stuff. I've just never done it. So yeah, might as well try something new every now and then. So I made it to the top floor, and the reason why I want this view, I know Tom Sawyer Island's right there, but I want to get a good view of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad possibly, and see what the construction is going with that ride and get the best views of it that I can before Tom Sawyer's closes. Here's a look at Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I might ride it later, we'll see, but the line was 65 minutes and it was down this morning. So I'm sure there's a lot of people using Lightning Lane right now, but I will be riding this in 1 month at Disneyland, so that'll be fun. I've done the old Splash Mountain at Disneyland as well, and that thing got me absolutely soaked. So I'm curious to see what the one at Disneyland is like, if it's just as wet, if not more. And as a reminder, Tom Sawyer Island and the Liberty Square boat do close on July 6th. That'll be its last day. Here is a look over at Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. So I have noticed that they have been placing some new track, if you saw online and stuff. And so that crane is still there for the ride. You guys can see if I actually scroll in, they're actually doing some work towards the final section right there. I think they are making some clearance work and stuff like that, like they're taking care of that. And it looks like they are doing some more renovation work to the queue line, which that's looking pretty good. Still feels so strange. Oh, look at that, it got some shiny new track right there. You got some shiny new track. It looks like they are working on the structure itself too, or the mountain. But yeah, oh no, they're blocking it, no! But this refurbishment is essentially like the one they gave at Disneyland, if I had to predict. I'm excited to ride the Disneyland one again in July. I rode it in 2021, excited to get on that again. Here's a better look at the final bit of Big Thunder Mountain. You can see that new track right there. Looks really, really shiny. Looks really, really good. I'm not sure if it's Vekoma or not that built one. I think Arrow built Big Thunder Mountain. Some people say it's Arrow, some people say it was Vekoma that built the old Big Thunder Mountain. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, this looks pretty good over here. Pretty soon, we'll have a chance to ride the wildest ride in the wilderness in spring 2026. And here's another closer look at that new track. Looking pretty good. Pretty good. You got a Imagineer right now actually working on the ride. So they're excited. They're adding that pixie dust for when this ride reopens next spring. That's funny. They got a train right at the top of the first hill. That's really funny that they still have a train right there. But then looking over at the back half right before the third lift, they still got some scaffolding up, but that's where you enter for the third lift. So that's still there, so they still got some work to do. And then they also, over at the one turn right there on the first coaster section, they have some cones up. So like I said, it's still a work in progress right now, guys, but it's coming. And this is some stuff I think I've never seen. Like, this is pretty cool. And some more theming here on the Liberty Square boat. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this section of like the railroad and stuff like that, so this is interesting to see. And look, all the people waiting in line for a Haunted Mansion. Hello, foolish mortals, waiting for the Haunted Mansion. Is it actually stretching, or that your all's imagination? And consider this observation, or this chilling challenge, to find a way out. Of course, there's always my way. Just made it to Tom Sawyer's, and yeah, this whole area here is closing on July 6th, like I mentioned earlier. So we gotta do a whole little walkthrough tour of this place. I feel like Disney has definitely been closing quite a bit of rides. They did close Muppet Vision I think earlier this month. They closed Muppet Vision 3D, which I got to go a couple days before it permanently closed. I didn't do a YouTube video, but I did on Instagram. So we'll go ahead and start off with this mine over here. I will say it is very warm in here and super quiet. Holy crap, this thing is creepy. So eerie in here. But I do hear something. Wow, that is awesome. Oh, that is so cool. You know what this makes me think of is the Goonies. This almost looks like that, if you guys remember in the movie The Goonies, where they thought they had seen the gold, but it was actually a wishing well. And then they go and continue their adventure to eventually find One-Eye Willie's pirate ship. Yeah, pretty cool. These flickering lights are creepy. Man, I don't know where the heck we're supposed to go. But it's leading us this way. Yep. Found the exit. Yeah. Now what's funny is about a couple months ago with my theme park club, I'm involved in a couple of clubs over at my college, UCF. And we did a whole like outing where we came here to Tom Sawyer's Island. And we did a game of, it was like catch the flag or something like that. But yeah, this is why I always say Tom Sawyer Island was the best place to play a game of like manhunt, hide and seek. It was a perfect place to just play some games. Over here's a little playground over here. It's a little small, but again, sad to see all this go away. Oh man, I will definitely miss this place. It looks like they've already closed part of Tom Sawyer's Island too. You can't even go up to this windmill right here. So yeah, they're closing off this area already, little by little. You got a great view of Big Thunder Mountain right here. But here is the other entrance for the other mine. Does that say? It's the Mystery Mine. Oh gosh. Wait, wrong part, that's Dollywood. Man, I could barely even like, this is creepy. Yeah, oh. See, this is a lot like the Goonies right here. It's definitely not One-Eye Willie's pirate ship, but I always said this was the hidden gem of Disney. Like, not many people knew that Tom Sawyer's Island existed. I always said this is one of the most like underrated gems out of all Disney World. Like, this is nice. Look at that. Another bridge. This looks like the Indiana Jones ride at Disneyland. It's funny. And like I've said again, we have escaped. And there's another view of Haunted Mansion. Over here you got a barrel bridge, and I think they are gonna keep this kind of barrel bridge with the new addition that they're getting in this area, which I'll explain in a little bit. But we gotta cross through, oh my gosh! Yeah, I would hate getting my feet wet here, because we're literally over the lake right now. Oh gosh. POV of me walking through the barrel bridge, oh my gosh. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Woo, I think this one's like leaning over. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm not heavy for that. I'm not that heavy, but like, that's a little freaky. And this over here, Aunt Polly's, they haven't had for years. So they used to have like a little quick service restaurant over here back in the day. I think it was a quick service. Like, they got the counter over here. We could get food or something like that. I think it was a quick service restaurant. It's either that or a snack, but they used to have food over here at Tom Sawyer's Island, but they no longer do. It's been abandoned, I think, since COVID. So yeah, still closing off this area little by little. And every time I walk by this, I always think it says Tom Brady, which, ew, Tom Brady, ah! And over here is another building here for Tom Sawyer's Island. This one is open. I think it's like it's some sort of machine. Oh, there's a little owl right there. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's cool. It's the little hidden things here in Tom Sawyer's Island that a lot of people don't know about. But yeah, this is super cool. And there's a little dock over here where you can actually get a good view of Big Thunder Mountain. And you can play a whole game of chess if you wanted to. I didn't realize they had a whole chessboard here. So, yeah, but there's one part of Tom Sawyer's Island that I haven't covered yet. And it's over this fort over here. So, hello. Theme Park Guy Productions on YouTube. So yeah, we just gotta go through this bridge over here. Oh, we're going the exit way. It's on the other side. Dang it, Zach. I mean, honestly, it could really go either way, but you just walk through this bridge right over here. And you got a great view of the river over here, which we did the whole little boat earlier. So you got that, and then we go over here and got one of the coolest things I think could hint as to what's coming here to replace Tom Sawyer's Island. And that, of course, my friends, is an RMC. Yes, I said it. Disney is getting a roller coaster from Rocky Mountain Construction. That's right, guys. RMC coming to Disney World. Will it rival Iron Gwazi? Who knows? I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, no, that seriously is one of the funniest things ever. But what is replacing Tom Sawyer's Island is going to be a Cars Land. I think it's an expansion to Frontierland. So there will be a Cars attraction. I think it might be similar to the one at California Adventure. Who knows? But we are getting a Cars attraction here at Magic Kingdom. Again, there's no time frame as to when it's being open. I'd imagine sometime around 2030 or 2028. I think around that time frame. And we're also getting a Villains Land over in this area. So they're closing off Liberty Square Boat and Tom Sawyer's Island. But it'll be a nice new era for Disney World. I think this is gonna be a great addition to Magic Kingdom. But let's go ahead and continue on. Over here is the final area that is part of Tom Sawyer's Island, Fort Langhorne. So it's this giant fort over here. It's not really a giant fort, but it's a whole fort. And essentially you've got more chessboards, but you've got horses right here. Got some horses, and yeah, this is pretty cool here. This almost gives me, in a way, like Dollywood vibes. And then we go up here, and they've got these whole like rifles here. Like you walk upstairs, and you got multiple of these, but you actually got yeah. You can go out here and shoot a rifle if you want to. And you got cannons over here. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Use cotton went shooting. Yeah, no, I definitely am going to miss this. It's a big part of classic Disney. And if this was Jaws, he'd be like, "Smile, you son of a..." And the shark blows up. That's essentially the ending of Jaws. And this guy right here, he just grabbing a little nap. Rise up, maggots! Get down, give me 50! Nah, this is not the military, I'm just joking here. But still, that's funny. But in case we're in real danger, there's always an escape tunnel. So we can go ahead and just escape right here. This is very tight. It's very tight, I hear people, so gotta be a little careful so I don't hit anybody on accident. But there's like multiple escape routes, and this is very, very tight. Man, where are we supposed to go, Zach? Where are we supposed to go? It's very quiet. Watch as someone jumps out. Watch as it's Freddy Fazbear. He just jumps right at me. Oh, all right, they're ahead, so we're fine. But yeah, you can kind of tell we're underground. Oh my gosh. And we have escaped. Woohoo! Yay! Let's go back to base in Frontierland. Yeah, no, but overall, I'm definitely gonna miss Tom Sawyer's Island. It's a big part here of Frontierland, a big part of Disney World history. It was always a big iconic attraction. Even though it wasn't like a ride, it was just a nice little walkthrough. And it was just something that not a lot of people knew about. So I'm definitely gonna miss this area. But you know what? The Cars attraction that we'll be getting, it's gonna be awesome. I know they are adding a tavern over here for Pirates of the Caribbean, I think some point late this year, but I was kind of in the mood right now, grabbing a ride on Pirates of the Caribbean. Only a 20-minute standby, not too bad at all. Line is outside, but it moves really, really quick. And what's also exciting is that if you are a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, which is the other NFL team I root for. Like, my main team are the Baltimore Ravens. Like, that's just my team. But I also sort of root for the Bucs too. But regardless, if you're a Bucs fan, Todd Bowles, the head coach, just got extended. So, what better way to celebrate Todd Bowles with a ride on Pirates of the Caribbean? Now, if they end up theming this ride to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers football team, I feel like Baker Mayfield would be Captain Jack Sparrow. You just see Mike Evans and Chris Godwin throwing balls to, who knows? No, you'd see Baker Mayfield throwing balls to Mike Evans or Chris Godwin. If you guys seen the vlog where I went to Raymond James, I actually did 2 videos where my team went over to Tampa to play the Buccaneers 2022 and then 2024. You guys can go and check out those videos out. 2022 we beat Tom Brady. 2024 we beat Baker Mayfield. But the thing that's in common with both games is that they were both Ravens dubs. That's right, both Ravens dubs. As Jameis Winston always said, you see a W, let's eat one. Eat a W. All right, guys, here we are on Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm excited to compare the Disneyland version to this one, too. Even though I've been on the Disneyland version. Excited to get back on it. This one's definitely a lot shorter compared to the one at Disneyland. Oh no. We got crabs eating on the dead skeletons even though they're already dead. As someone that's a Ravens fan, these are true Baltimore, Maryland crabs for you guys. Come on, we gotta get out of the storm. Let's go. Once you stare into his eyes, there's no going back. Oh no. Woo! Oh man, oh my gosh. That is a pretty fun drop, honestly. That is a lot of fun. Huh? My magic band is glowing. Nice. I'm not sure why, but we found the pirate ship. It's One-Eyed Willie's pirate ship, y'all. One-Eyed Willie's pirate ship. Don't choke him. Don't choke Mike Evans. No. Captain Jack Sparrow is just like, what is going on here? This guy's crazy right here. You know I'm crazy, Captain Jack Sparrow. You already know.
Your feathers, dearie. Show 'em your flock.
Send them hens to Davy Jones. It's the rum they want. Bring up the artist.
We're anchor now, you
So it looks like there is a rainstorm that is about to come, so... Oh yeah, I thought they were talking about the weather. Yeah, no, there's some rain coming in, so I got the alert while I was on Pirates, but I gotta get all the way to the other side before we're trapped in that parade, because I'd like to get over and get on Buzz Lightyear one last time. So if you guys are not aware of what's going on with Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, is that it is closing in August. It's closing in August for a renovation. They're gonna be adding some new blasters and pretty much giving the ride a big update. Like, that's a ride I've been riding for quite a while, probably since I was like born, pretty much. And I can definitely say it is definitely feeling a little outdated. It opened up around the time that Toy Story 2 came out. I think it was an advertisement for Toy Story 2. It came out in '98. What's funny is the movie came out in 1999. That's the funny part. It definitely feels a little more old school, but they're giving it the love that it deserves because it's a fun classic attraction. But not without one last ride. What's really funny is that one of the most commonly asked questions is, what time is the 3 o'clock parade? So it got it right now going, but it good enough, it is 3 o'clock. But we gotta go get one last ride on Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, at least for now. At least for now. If I come back later and ride it again, I will, but definitely want to ride this childhood classic one more time before it goes away. For right now, it's just so I can renovate it. Now the big question in this ride is, how do people max out on this thing? Like, people tell me all the tips and tricks, yet I could never execute it. So if you're gonna comp below, like, if you've maxed out on this, how do you do it? I'm still trying to figure it out after 23 years of existing on this planet.
Let's look at that nefarious criminal, the sworn enemy of the Galactic Alliance, the evil Emperor Serpent.
All right, guys, come on, let's go. We got a galaxy to save. Got a galaxy to save, guys. I will show you guys my score once we are done with this ride. Not gonna lie, that was probably one of my best runs on Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. I am a space ace, all right, space ace, guys, but I am not a galactic hero. How do you even get galactic hero? Like, how? All right, went ahead and got a Stitch float in celebration of Stitch Day, even though I've not really watched the movie or even the new movie, but hey, at least this looks cool. At least I like the Hawaiian roller coaster ride song, like that's a good song. But yeah, so essentially it's a Dole Whip with Powerade, and it's also got a little Stitch thing over here. It's chocolate from what I know, so this looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and give it a try. All right, that's a great presentation overall. Let's see how it tastes. So, happy Stitch Day, guys. So it is a Dole Whip, which if you know me, or if you ever had a Dole Whips are amazing. The Powerade though, pretty good with the Powerade though. I will say, very tropical, very tropical. I've always been a huge Dole Whip fan. Can't go wrong with it. Let me go ahead and try a little piece of this chocolate right here. I feel bad for eating it because it looks so cool. I'm gonna try with the chocolate. Really good. White chocolate. Overall, I guess about like 9 to a 9.5 out of 10. Really good. Really good. Perfect for Stitch Day. I was gonna try to get on Haunted Mansion, but there's a massive queue right now for the Haunted Mansion, so I'm probably gonna go ahead and call it a day here. But which 40 minutes isn't bad, but there's like a big storm coming in, so I kind of want to get out of here before the storm rolls in because, yeah, I don't want to be like drenched and soaked. So let's get out of here. That'll do it for today's visit. Overall, very fun day here at the Magic Kingdom. Crowds weren't too bad, got on a good amount of rides, and got to say goodbye to Tom Sawyer's Island and the Liberty Square boat, and also got to ride Buzz Lightyear the last time, at least for now, in its original form before they refurbish it and improve the ride. But yeah, no, Magic Kingdom, I still stand by, this is the best Disney World park, even though the best Disney park of all time is Disneyland Park in California, which I'm excited to return to next month. So yeah, and I'm excited to see the future for this park and to see how they're going to expand it in the future. I know Cars is going to be a great addition, and Villains Land whenever they add that. So yeah, really awesome stuff. Without further ado, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe as well for more videos in the future if you enjoyed this one. And don't forget to turn on those post notifications as well, so you know when I upload a new video. And as always, don't forget to check out Theme Park Guy Productions as well on all social media platforms. Linktree will be in the description below. See you guys next time, and as always, you're clear for dispatch.